Alright, it's Xenokron Wicked, and I am playing EVE Online. I'm going to do a quick video on basically starting out with a brand new character. There used to be bonuses to choosing the different races. You could only fly the ships from that race when you were Alpha, and now it doesn't matter. Alphas can fly in and train any of them, as so can Omegas. However, the Alpha accounts or the free accounts can only fly certain ones, but you can pick any race and choose any one. The Caldari, these are the ships, the most common ships that you'll see, I guess. I don't know, or the ones they liked the best. Personally, I would have probably chose a couple different ones. Then it tells a little bit about them. They use a lot of missile weapons. Their ships are more shield tanked than armor tank. Just gives you a little bit of information. And then a little bit more on the Caldari state. The Empire enemy is the Galente, and their pirate enemy is the Guristas. And you've got the Galentes, and then it shows their ships. Galente ships are generally pretty popular, especially the VNI for ratting. And then they are armor tanked, and they use a lot of drones and blaster weapons. And then their Empire enemy is obviously the Caldari, and the Serpentis is the pirate enemy. Then my favorite, the Minmatar. Originally I did not like the look of the ships, but then I don't know what happened, but I just kind of grew to love them, and now they are my favorite go-to. They are more shield tanked, and they use a lot of projectile weapons. Now, this does not mean that all of their ships use them. It's more common to find those ships, but you will have missile ships for all different factions and shield and armor tanked ones. The Amar is their Empire enemy. The Amar like to enslave the Minmatar, and their pirate enemy is the Angel Cartel. And then last but not least, you have the Amar, and they have very blingy ships. They use a lot of energy weapons, and they are armor tanked. Their Empire enemy is the Minmatar, and again they like to enslave them, and their pirate enemy is the Blood Raiders. So basically you pick whichever one you really want. It does not matter. There is no bonus for picking one or the other. Again, you can train for the ships for any of the races, and there are no racial bonuses per se. So pick the one you like the best. I'm going to go ahead and go Minmatar. So I'm going to click here and list with the Minmatar, and now you pick which tribe or bloodline you have. So, and obviously male or female. So I have no idea. Everybody pronounces things different ways. Sebestier is this one. Then you have the Brutor, and I don't even know, Vercor. So you pick which one you want. And again, there is no bonus to any of these. These are just merely what appearance you want to have. So you go ahead, customize your appearance. Now there isn't a lot of customization available. You can do little things, little tweaks, but for the most part, a lot of people's characters look very similar. So click here, you can zoom out, and you can zoom in, you can spin your character, randomize, toggle close, but let's go ahead and zoom out. So shape, you can pick muscles, no muscles. You can make them a little bit bigger, but again, not much customization, or you can make them thin. So again, doesn't really matter. Let's give him some weight in bulk. There we go. go, kind of like a wrestler. Then you got the complexion. You can go all the way around and make up kind of whatever complexion and stuff that you want. So let's go with a medium color here. There we go. You can make them look old. And again, there's not a whole lot of customization. Doesn't make a huge difference. Freckles, scarring. So eyes, they have a few different. Big difference with the eyes is how big is your iris. Some of them have bigger irises, some of them have more of a pinpoint, like that one. So it just kind of depends, or you can go with just nothing. Maybe. There we go. So I'm going to go with more of a pinpoint. Then you can choose the color of the eye that you want. And the eyes are done. Hair and headwear. So, pretty self-explanatory. You get to choose what you want to look like. Feels like a cornrow night. So I'm going to choose my hair color. There we go. Now the shape of more of the eyebrow than anything else. Not much customization available. Then you get to pick if you want facial hair. So let's go with that. And facial hair color. Go with, try to match there we go. Good enough. And again, doesn't really matter. Skin detail. Eye details, really not much of a difference. It's the color around the eye. Lash thickness, I don't know if you can even see that. Like if you're ever going to really notice that in game. Cheek color. Lip tone. And then clothes. That's the only thing that you can really kind of modify quite a bit. So you have jackets, shirts, and you can switch around. If you want to go with the tank top. Now keep in mind that this is just the beginning. Once you get into game and stuff like that, you can buy other clothes on the market. What you have now is nothing that you're definitely stuck with. It's just something to start. So pants. Got some differences. Nothing fancy. see there's just a lot of differences you can go with. And then you've got boots. Now the different races have different clothes that you can choose from. And so voila. Nothing fancy. Now you can actually do some body modifications. Again, nothing amazing. You can do piercings. You can do nose if you want. Ears, you got high or on the low. You can pierce the lips. And you can do something on the chin if you want. Tattoos are very basic. You start with only the ability to do them on the head. The different races have access to different tattoos. Again, nothing fancy. Get rid of it, you just click on the X there and it gets rid of it. You can do scars as well. This one will change the eye, and I kind of like that, so we're going to go ahead and go with that. And augmentations, and those are not available to us as of yet. So we click next, and we're on to selfie time. So when you're playing Eve, somebody opens up your profile, they're going to see the picture. You can zoom way up, zoom way out. You can do different camera angles and whatnot. So you can choose the different backgrounds. There's 89 to choose from. Colorful to just kind of plain. Come on. I will say that their system is not the easiest to make changes through here. Sometimes you gotta click it a few times. You can change the pose. And then you just kind of figure out how you want your character seen. So let's go there. Good. Take the picture. If you want, you can go through that and you can take a bunch of different ones and choose which one you like the best. And you click next, and now you choose your ancestry and your education. Again, this has no bearing in game. There, it's just, I guess if you want to RP, again, I don't know if there's any RP going on in Eve, but you have the Tinkers, the Traders, and the Rebels. It gives you a little bit of background on the different things. And then you choose what kind of education, tech school, military school, or university. And again, it doesn't really have any bearing on what you're doing in game. So then you choose your name, and let's see here, what do I want to go with? I always hate the name part. Trying to figure out names is not my thing. So we're going to go with Damon Deathstalker. Check the availability, and it checks out. Finalize, and then it wants to make sure one more time that that's the picture you want to be seen. And it looks good. We click OK, and the character is created. Now, they've made some changes. There used to be a tutorial that was fairly long. It was annoying to people who already knew how to play the game. Now it's pretty simple. I'll show you the very basic tutorial to start the game out. You have Aura, who's going to tell you what to do. So we're going to try to rescue them. So it's too late. The ship has been destroyed, and they want you to do some things, and just to get the game idea. So we've located the wreck. We're approaching the wreck. You can do it that way, you can do it that way. Sometimes she'll tell you to do a certain way. Click here, stop your ship. Definitely a lot less drawn out than the old tutorial. Now, don't get me wrong, it still has a lot of things that show you how to play the game, which is necessary for newer players, but at least for people just starting a new character, they don't have to do anything. So, apparently we're not close enough. We'll get our warp afterburners on. And boom! Now we've got to fight the Seeker. So we're going to approach the Seeker. It's too far away. No, it's not. There we go. Let's orbit at 1,000. Let's see, what is our gun? Yep. So your weapon here tells you, if you can get rid of that, I've already done it. It tells you that the fall off range, or when it'll stop hitting, is 5,025 meters. Optimal range is 825 meters. And as you can see here, I'm about 1,800 off. And I'm doing decent damage. And I've killed it. Now it tells you to locate your home station and to go dock. So, as you can see, the very, very beginning is short and sweet. It gives you the very, very basics, but it doesn't tie you up into a long, drawn-out thing. Oh, I got invited to a fleet. What you want to bet? If I click that and join it, they will kill me. So one thing about Eve is, even in high sec, you're never truly safe. Alright, gonna dock up, and that pretty much wraps us up. Again, very basic. They could make it quite a bit fancier, but truth be told, I'd really don't care what my character looks like because I almost never see my character. Most of the time you're just looking at your ships, so that's all that really matters. And that's basically your character creation in a nutshell. All the races are the same. You would do the same steps that I did for the Minmatar with the different ones. There are slight differences, the clothes and the hairstyles and stuff, but nothing that has any effect on playing the game. So I will be doing some other tutorials, or introductions per se, on some of the other aspects of starting out in EVE. And that is all. Thank you for watching.